There's really no awkward phrasing in the Gospel of Matthew that suggests that there's a translation that's happening here. Let me give you an example of how that works. So, when you read about the resurrection of Jesus, all the Gospels use the language of on the first day of the week. And we still use that today. Jesus was raised on the first day of the week. I don't know if you've ever thought about this very much, but that is literally the longest way to say Sunday. The worst way to say Sunday is on the first day of the week. Why not say Sunday? Why not? Why do we have the phrase on the first day of the week? The best explanation is that on the first day of the week makes a lot of sense in Aramaic. When it gets translated from Aramaic, which would have been the language of Jesus, and so probably the first proclamation that Jesus was raised was in the Aramaic language, and they use this phrase first day of the week, and they keep that phrase and you just use it in Greek when the Gospels are being written. They keep the original phrase that was first proclaimed about Jesus being raised. But when that Aramaic phrase gets translated into Greek, it becomes a little clunky. It becomes on the first day of the week. And then we translate that into English, and it remains clunky on the first day of the week. But it's not clunky in Aramaic. And so that's what I mean by kind of clunky or awkward phrases that you get when you're trying to translate things from one language to another.